Hey everybody, welcome in. And on Discord, Mr. Meathead has just released the update news. So if anybody wants to join the Discord, the official Discord is available in the news tab in game. Just go there, click on the Discord, boom, you're here. You can get all this information, chat with lots of people to help if you're interested in that. Now, let's jump into what the update is. Toy Story. Jessie is getting a buff, as well as some others, which we'll get into. But so what's going to be happening is that her chances for putting defense down has gone from 20% to 50%, which is very, very good. And it's also increasing her minimum number of animals. So she was previously sitting out 3 to go and attack. Now it's going to be more, so probably 4, maybe more. And that is actually bring her damage levels up, which will be nice to see. We'll have to wait and see. For all of these buffs, we're just going to wait and see the test and see how actually good they are. And now, her move, Inspiration, will now give a stack of evade, a single stack of evade. So that's pretty cool. So I think it's going to be very, very needed to get the extra evade in there as well. And then if they are Toy Story, then they'll also get undefeatable, which definitely is very, very nice and can be helpful. So saddle up, the harmful effects have gone from 20% to 30%, the chance to increase. So I think it's important to have higher chances, because having low chances is just like, why would I want to use something with low chance? And same with the damage boost. For anyone that's stunned, it's going to go from 30 to 50. So a 50% damage boost is actually, she will actually be quite decent on any kind of stun team. Now, Woody, there's a snake in my boot. Now, vulnerable is guaranteed at last. His move was so weak and had such low chances of 50% chance, 50-50 of getting vulnerable. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. But they've also guaranteed Jessie to assist as well, which is great. And then also adding more critical chance onto this ability, which is going to make it so even though it does low damage, the crits will bring the damages up. Send in the troops is the cooldowns reduced from 3 down to 2, so every 2 turns he'll be able to send in the troops and heal, which, well, that is one good thing about him. I think it would be very nice to see him at down 1 turn, so it's 1 turn cooldown. But for healing one character at a time, I think that would actually make him good, make him usable. He still won't be good as the Doctor, but it'll still make him good and usable, and actually usable as a support. Now, Bo Peep. Giggle has the initial magic has increased from 1 to 3, so that means it's no longer going to be delayed to get it, which is, I think, is important. I think wasn't really justified to have it having delays on it. Now I also think that for Stay Out of My Way, this was a pretty cool skill. They have reduced the magic on it to use it. That means you can potentially use it more the longer the match goes on, because having a 5 is kind of like, you use it once and that's all. 4, it's kind of like still bordering on that, use it once and that's all, but sometimes you'll be able to get an extra one in. But they've also reduced the damage because of that. But I think it's a hard one. I think we'll have to wait and see what it actually turns out like. Now, survival skills. The base magic cost is reduced from 3 down to 2, which is nice. And then, if Woody is an ally, increases speed meter by 37%. That's going to be pretty good for using an actual Toy Story team. So it's nice that they're getting a little bit of love. And also, changing the ability upgrade for that survival skills is going to reduce the magic cost by 1. So that means it's going to be 1 every 1 turn. So reduced from 3 to 2, the base cost, and then going to 2 down to 1. So that's going to be massive, and then more health restored. So that's kind of like what I would have liked to see on Woody, having a 1 cost. That would have been very, very nice, and then it would actually be a decent amount of heal to actually be able to heal and be a good support. Um, Now, there's also some missed updates, and the ToyStory event has extended tiers. So before they had it all capped at I think about 5-star. So it'd be nice to have the extra tiers and extra abilities to go further on them. They have also reduced the ability rune drops. So for a lot of people asking about what do I spend my abilities and which one should I upgrade, I did a video on that. But you'll see here that through Club Conquest and the challenges, you're going to be getting less of them. But they're going to be adding in a Sorcerer's Trial event. So that's kind of like the Scrooge one and the Sally one for gold, for pots. Now it's going to be on 4 runes. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Energy cap has been fixed. I'm not sure what was broken about that. But also, assisting attacks will not process any value vulnerable. So if Woody goes and puts vulnerable on something, and then Jessie comes and assists, she's not going to do the automatic crit from that vulnerable. It's going to stay until someone actually selects it as an attack target, which I think is important. So pretty cool. Nice to see some buffs. It would be interesting to see how they actually do. I think Woody could still do with just a little bit more with the sending the troops going down from 3 down to 2, unless it is reduced itself. Let's have a check. Okay, so no, he doesn't have extra reducing on his skills to have even less MP turns. So I think for what it does and the amount it heals, with comparisons like the Dr. Facilia and things like that, I think it wouldn't be broken for every one of his turns to be able to heal one character. I think that'll be a decent, good passive for Woody and actually make him very usable. So, and it's on a teammate receiving damage. He's got 30% chance for him to do this which will be every 2 of his turns when it's reduced down to 2. So 2 turns is a long time in this turn-based game, is what I think. I think 1 turn is nice, but when things start taking 2, 3, 4 more turns, it starts becoming like, oh, it's going to get used once, maybe twice. So especially for like a healer and a support, I think that's important. So important characters. Let's just have a quick little touch on important characters for the coming ToyStory event. I do have the last ToyStory event walkthrough, look at the game. I'll put the link in the description. Go and check that out if you want to have a little sneak peek, see what you need. But the way this works is you need Buzz. Buzz will help you get Woody. Woody will help you get Jessie. And Jessie will help you get Bo Peep. So you'll need to have all, like the different tiers of the Lion King event that we've just had, like the Onwards event that we had. You need 1 character to get the second to get the third, and then you need each of them, you need to step them all up. And so that means start working on your Buzz. Start working on your Buzz. Get your Buzz to a decent level if you can. Get any Woody, get them up to, like, you're gonna need them at like 3-star or something like that to even just partake in the event. So do what you can if you want to invest into them. It's nice that the ToyStory characters actually got a buff. Still see how good they are in the future. I'll do some videos on them if you all want to see their showcases. But I'm not sure. Is this an event you should invest into? I think Bo Peep is amazing for Zurg. But then do you want to invest into spend everything you have on this, or you can prepare for the way things are going? We're going through all the events that we've had in the beta, just to give all of you guys, because we tested all these. This is going to give you a chance to try them. So the next one most likely is going to be the Zurg event, the Queen of Hearts event, which I have the walkthrough of that link in below as well. And that you need downtown villains. So either now, if you want to invest in a Toy Stories, get Buzz as good as you can, ready, 2-3 star, all ready to go. You'll get more tokens in the event. Woody, get him starting to get ready, and then you'll work on Jesse as you go to. Or, if you don't have much gems, and it is precious to you, you can start getting rid of your downtown team, and start getting your downtown characters. This one, the downtown event, for Zurg, you only need 3 downtown villains at 3 star, or 4 downtown villains at 4 star, and then 4 downtown villains at 5 star, like jumping up like that. So check them out in the walkthrough video that I did. It'll be down below. So either check out the Toy Story one, see if you want to invest into those characters, or the Zurg, or if you're just going through, you're investing into everything and you've got the spare gems, then do both. Do everything. Do it all. But if gems are limited for you still, plan on how much gems you have, and kind of plan for, okay, well, I'll be able to invest into one of these 2 events. This is what I do as a free-to-play player. I choose how much do I want to invest into something. I always invest like the base amount, do the basic event, do as much as I can, grind the characters up until the event and during the event as much as you can, just to get as much as you can out of the event. But also, you guys have an opportunity to prepare for either this event or the next event. So get your characters ready. So hopefully that's helped, and we'll see you all soon. If you want to see one last time, if you want to see those the Zurg event, the Queen of Hearts one to get Zurg, in the description below, and the old Toy Story ones in the description below. I probably will be doing like the new levels of this Toy Story match and doing my take on them. And the Toy Story match would have changed. I'm hoping it's not keys anymore. We are hoping, just like the Lion King, hopefully they took the keys out. But we will see. So I'll see you then.